5 steps to start cross-selling mortgage products to your previous customers. What's going on, guys? Nick Friel here, founder of Media Simplified. We are a mortgage marketing agency that helps mortgage brokers, private money lenders, loan officers scale using digital marketing, online lead generation, and automation. In this video, we are talking about the 5 steps to start cross-selling mortgage products to your previous customers. So we're going to roll right into it. Step 1 is to start identifying cross-selling opportunities. So one of my favorite examples of this is, say, 5-10 years ago, you had 10 to 20 people buy a house with you, and based on the numbers, based on the rates we're seeing, it's going to be a great time for them to refinance and take some of that equity out and do a refinance loan with you. That's a perfect example of a cross-selling opportunity. And the chances are, if it's good for one person that bought during that time, that likely applies to a lot of the other people in that scenario. Even if the rates are a little bit higher, we all know there's always reasons for people to refinance and potentially, get some of that equity out if they need cash on hand for something. So that's a perfect example and something that you can start looking for in your market. Maybe it's not refinancing, but maybe it's another program that's coming about. So start trying to identify where you can start leveraging new opportunities with the previous customers that you've already worked with. Step 2, after we've actually identified the type of cross-selling opportunity we're going after, we're going to roll with the same example. Someone that bought a while ago that needs a refinance, we want to start creating tailored campaigns towards that subject. So that means we're putting together text messages, emails, voicemails in a drip sequence that are going out and giving people insight as to why it might be a good idea for them to actually start considering doing a refinance loan, showing them some success stories of other people that have done a refinance loan, ultimately making sure they're being educated, each step of the way. So step 3 is to make sure we're educating these people on the product benefits that we're offering them. So we're creating that campaign after we've designated the cross-selling opportunities that we want to go after. We want to make sure that campaign provides education. We want to make sure it gives people an idea of why this is beneficial for them, gives them other scenarios or success stories, testimonials of people who have purchased in their same scenario and have now done this loan and how it's benefited them. That's a big thing to do, is not just coming off as you're trying to sell them on a new loan type, but giving them education and establishing yourself as an authority because you're here to help and you're here to educate them and make sure they get the best possible deal. Step 4, know your timeline and set up trigger events so that the campaign that we're creating is going out at the right time. So maybe right this second, the refinance rates are not where they need to be, but we know 6 months from now, it's going to be even better for them to go ahead and refinance. We want to make sure we have these drips set up in a way where we know exactly what's going to happen and we kind of plan it out instead of thinking retroactively. So even if it's not something that might be beneficial to them right now, we know if a year from now they're going to qualify for another loan type, make sure these campaigns have triggers that will drip them out at that time so that you don't have to think about it and constantly be thinking about who you should be sending messages to. You can sit down, plan out, exactly what cross-selling opportunities would benefit people and set up a campaign with education and drip sequences to make sure that that campaign and that education is going out to the right people at the right time. Step 5, I kind of hit in this in step 3 and 4, but that is going to be making sure you're providing other success stories or testimonials. Obviously, for client privacy, you're not always going to give full information, but providing examples of other clients that you've worked with that did similar products or move forward with similar loans and were able to, retire or were able to do whatever they needed to do or their goal was. I think showing those testimonials and client success stories and examples of people doing it, it familiarizes them. It makes it seem like, okay, this is a lot easier than maybe I think it is. And it will be massively beneficial in making sure these cross-selling opportunities actually come to fruition for you. That is the 5-step plan to start making more sales from the customers you've already worked with. It's going to be identify cross-selling opportunities, putting together a campaign that's catered towards those opportunities, making sure that campaign has educational content, making sure that campaign has timed trigger events so it's going out to the right people at the right time, and making sure that campaign has lots of client success stories or testimonials so it familiarizes them with the process, makes it a little bit easier, decreases the buyer friction, and ultimately you get more deals from people that you've already worked with. That's the 5-step plan to effectively start cross-selling your products. I hope you liked this video. If you found it helpful, please subscribe, comment, share. Anything you can do always helps. We hope these videos help. We hope you enjoy them. And if so, let us know below. If not, we will see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.